Good morning. So yesterday I had a mental breakdown. I had a really emotional day, and I also spaghetti. Anyways, something I love so much. My friends, I love them from my whole heart. I often get told that maybe my YouTube channel should be more about like the good version of myself, because it's definitely there. Like, I am having very happy days where I'm really laughing with the people I'm connecting with here and that I really love deeply. But the YouTube channel is more about, like, I don't know, I find it so important to be able, not only for me but for more people, humans on this planet, to open up for these difficult talks that most people maybe find uncomfortable and maybe also a little bit taboo kind of thing, because I don't believe that we have to fix everything or anything. I believe that we have to meet it, have compassion, have grace with each other and ourselves, and that this would actually be healing it in the end. That would, if it was possible to open more up for these difficult feelings, for like these shameful feelings, these feelings of shame and guilt that most people, as I see it, is kind of hiding from, or like not talking about because it's too shameful, or what if it's a trigger, and what if it's not understood, and what if la 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 la. But in the end, like, I saw this quote the other day saying, have difficult conversations or have difficult feelings. Like, and if you walk around with the difficult feelings, they will explode at some point. So why not just having the difficult conversations? And I think in general, this is like, for me, how I see it, what everything somehow here is about, like learning to have these difficult conversations, and then also accept the consequence of it, because not everyone is ready to receive your truth. You know what I mean? Not everyone is ready to open up to it, and that's also totally fine. Everyone is on their own path and journey and whatever, and we need to stop judging where we different, like our different positions, and accept it instead, and be like, okay, I talked my truth, it was hard, maybe people I love didn't meet me where I wanted to be met, but I told my truth, and this is what is so important. And at some point, maybe it will open up for the connection again, and maybe not. But then you also know, like, that it's not the right timing, but that, like, we individually somehow have to just learn to be really fucking honest about ourselves and our own needs. Like, I think most people on this planet was never met as a child within their needs. Like, my parents wasn't met with the needs, I wasn't met with my needs. Maybe you were not met in your needs, and this is why it's so fucking difficult to choose yourself, because most people are not used to choosing ourselves. So like, when I hear this, that maybe my YouTube channel would grow way faster or be more successful if I was like the more fun and like having this high vibrational good energy in my videos, and then I could make money and stuff. But this is really not my goal with this. My goal with this is to open up and share my truth, even if it sounds completely insane, which it probably also is many times when I'm having mental breakdowns. Like when I'm having a mental breakdown, I'm in a situation of insanity, you know what I mean? So yeah, it's kind of to show like we are all fucking humans. No one were ever meant to be perfect. And believing that we have to be perfect and not having all these taboo, like even like in the spiritual communities, I also see this tendency to like, I'm healed, I don't feel it anymore. And like, I can have that feeling too sometimes. But maybe it's not about not feeling it. Maybe it's about accepting it. Maybe it's more about like holding space for it together and like let each other talk our truth without judging it, without taking it personal, without like, and yeah, okay, if then I feel a little trigger with someone else talking their truth, that's something I have to work on. Because in the end, we are all fucking reactive because everything is taken so personal. Everything is like, everyone has so many opinions. Everyone believes that there's one truth. There's not one truth. There's as many truths, as many perspectives, as many worlds as we are humans on this planet Earth. And we should all allow ourselves to live that, like, to not just follow one specific person's dream, to not vote for a government thing, to like, we are the fucking bridges. It's not the government, it's not the all of that. It's us. And the more we can accept all of this bullshit, the more it will start somehow healing itself. Because healing is not fixing it. Healing is acceptance. Healing is like compassion, understanding, love. And yeah, I'm not saying go love Donald Trump or like go love your crazy ex-partner, but accept that the moment we give these kind of people our power, we are a part of the fucking problem. Like, we are a part of feeding this kind of energy. We are a part of creating the war instead of finding peace within ourselves, instead of accepting the only thing I can change is how I build my own world, how I choose myself, how I fill my own cup before everyone else's. This is the fucking silent love revolution, and this is the truth I'm constantly faced with, and that I'm constantly seeing around me, and that I'm constantly also losing myself in, because yeah, I'm still learning to choose myself. I'm still learning what my needs are. I'm still learning what the fuck. But, and I also know, like, every time I find myself in a toxic dynamic in a community where my needs are not met, I'm losing it. I'm becoming this toxic version of myself. And I become this shut down person. Because also having difficult conversations with people you love can be really hard, because you never know what the outcome will be. And most of us would prefer to keep the person in our life than losing them because of honesty. So yeah, a world full of lies and hidden emotions that we are not able to talk about because it's fucking taboo. This is something me and my younger sister have really built up. She is, I think, one of the only persons in my life that I feel I can be 100% honest with. 100% like without, like we can deal with it without fearing that the outcome will split us, like divide us from each other, because we both somehow, we can get triggered, but we can turn the trigger into some kind of joke. Like the other day, I can come with a little. The other day, we are doing this the Artist Way book together. And then there was a task where we had to make a list of 5 people we admire. And then we haven't been talking for a while, and last time we talked, she got really angry at me without I knew it. So we hang up, and then yeah. And then the next time we talked about this, and then I asked, "Am I on your admire list?" And she was like, "No, because I was really angry at you when I wrote it." And I felt so triggered here. I was like, I put you on my list. So I got a little bit childish and triggered, and I was like, well, okay, I'm gonna remove your name then and write Greta Thunberg instead. And then she was like, oh my god, really? So we started like triggering each other. And in the end we started like kind of, because we both knew it was so fucking stupid and like so innocent and so, we gave it so much more important than necessary, but we felt it, so we also had to get it out somehow. So we also had to like not just ignore it and be like, yeah, fine, but instead we turned it into a joke of like, I'm hanging up, no, I'm hanging up, no, I'm hanging up. And then we started laughing, still a little bit angry, but yeah. And we ended in good terms and being like, oh my god, this is so silly, and yeah. But we really felt that, like, I don't know, we need to heal so many things with so much more like humor, self seeing like this as a little bit, you know, the emotions it's important to not neglect them, but it's also important to not give them too much importance and hide them. Be kind with yourself, like be kind with yourself about this. Be kind. I'm learning to be kind with myself about this as well. But we need fucking kindness about these fucking taboo feelings, and this is my goal with this fucking channel, is to show my most insane moments, I guess. And I hope it will evolve. I'm not like, I hope it will evolve to also, like, I don't know, because of course I'm not just having these mental breakdowns, and I'm not like disconnected all the time, and I'm not like, I also feel honest with myself many times in life, in the way I'm trying to create my own life, even though it's not always easy, and even though I lose myself in this as well, and sometimes feel disconnected, I feel honest with myself in so many ways, but also dishonest in the way that I find it hard to ground in a world where we can't just talk about these things with a little laugh and be like, yeah. That we kind of have to pretend, because no one is, like, everyone is a bit uncomfortable about it, about these things. And I think that is like so sad. we feel so much shame. We feel so much like shame about being human beings with mistakes and failures and emotions and all these things. Like there's so much shame in this world, and it is such a shame, because I think we are all who we are by being honest. Like, we are all amazing in our differences, and we are all amazing in when we are truth to ourselves. I think that is what I admire the most with people, is when they are truth with themselves. Even if they feel a little stuck, and once in a while, even if they're not perfect, even if. I love humans being humans. This is like, I love humans being humans. And I love humans being able to hold other humans and hold each other, hold humanity together. Anyways, I will start my day. I just wanted to, maybe just openly talk about what I believe in, what my truth is, what I truly believe would be a way to a greater unity. Talk your truth, be honest. Don't feel shame about feeling things. And it's easier said than done, I know. I'm a human. But fuck, I'm learning it at the moment, and it's not always easy, but it's fucking important for my growth and for getting back home in myself, so I can actually find my fucking ground on this planet Earth. Jesus Christ. Yeah. Anyways, love you all.